So welcome back to my channel. This is Dom and an update on some of my most recent painting projects. Apologies, it could be a little bit of a long one because it's been a while since I did it. I don't know why. Usually try and do them fairly regularly, and for some reason I haven't. And as anybody who knows, I tend to produce quite a lot of painted figures each week. So yeah, strap yourself in. So mixed bag, although a definite tendency towards a new rabbit hole project, which some of you will have already seen some of, so shouldn't take too long to scoot through those. Anyway, first up, I mentioned it before, I think on the channel, certainly on the stream, Monday night stream, that I'm producing or want to produce a Scottish faction for my Wars of the Roses armies. Don't know why, just really fancied it. And so I've collected up some figures to do it. Now these ones are 3D prints. I think they're Medway or Medbury. So, anyway, I'll put the link in the description if I remember. They are 3D printed miniatures from a variety of Scottish periods, so from earlier periods, but I just thought as mercenaries, as sort of a pike unit for my Scottish faction, I think it doesn't really matter too much if they're wearing slightly dated outfits. And I think en masse they still look really, really good, so I'm very pleased with how these came out. So you can see I think you can see I've based it just as one big pipe block. Because I just thought it looked really much better that way. I've got the different level pikes, they're metal, so I'm going to have to watch my fingers a lot on them. There's the mandatory piper in the middle there, the Scottish flag of course, and you might not be able to see it, but a number of them have got on their sort of armour plates, on their shoulder plates, just little Scottish flags painted on. So yeah, really good. I'm going to aim, my sort of aim is to do 2 units of pike and a couple of bow units for this faction. I may do some sort of, I don't think they're called Highlanders in this period, but the sort of tribal guys, I might do a bunch of them as well, just to add a bit more flavour to it. So watch this space, but the first block is done. So I can almost hear the yay O group shouts. So I'm continuing to work through some of the O group materials I've got. I'm finishing off some of the kits that I had in that Battlefront box set that I got some time ago. So these are two Panzer IVs. I've taken a few liberties. So this guy, I think it was the other option to have the Whirlwind model, which I've already made up, but I haven't painted yet. But I thought I'm never going to need more than one Whirlwind in my O Group army, so I turned the other one into the Panzer IV. And this guy was a spare Panzer IV, which did have shoots on the sides, but I've just taken them off just so I can use it more of a sort of mid-war Panzer IV. Yeah, just a few liberties, but quite pleased with how they come out. They're lovely models. I do like the Battlefront models. I think they're really, really good. And these are not anti-tank things. These are actually supposed to be 15mm haystacks, just to add a bit of extra colour. They're 3D prints. Not sure where I got them from. I think just when I was ordering some buildings, I think I put them in there. So yeah, they'll just add a bit of flavour to the table. So next up, I'm continuing with my clear out of my ECW collection. Well, I'm clear out my furs, I'm getting rid of them. I'm not. I'm just painting up what I've haven't yet painted, and then I'm going to call it a day there, I think. So these are, I think they're Bicorn or Renegade figures from the stash. They are heavily armoured Cuirassier types, and I've done them as the Royalist pensioners unit, which you can have in the Royal Army, and given it a Royal Standard just to sort of yeah, just to sort of make it look really cool. Originally I've got another 6, which are from, I know, for Empress, and I was hoping I could mix the two together, but actually they don't look anything the same at all. So I may actually buy a few more bicorn figures, which will go better with this, and then just make it up to a unit of 12, because I do like, even though I don't always field 12 ECW figures, cavalry figures, I do like to have my units in 12s. Sometimes we play with just 8s. But anyway, nice figures. Enjoyed painting them up actually, and I haven't done some cavalry for a while, so this was fun to do. And these are the aforementioned Empress Cuirassier figures. You can see they're considerably smaller. I'm a bit frustrated with these. I do like Empress figures very much, but these are very soft metal, and so the standard has broken off. This guy's sword has broken off, and various other bits and bobs have been really soft and bendable, which I don't like, because you know, I have to transport, often have to transport my figures to the club, and if they're not durable, then it's a bit frustrating because they're just constantly getting damaged. But anyway, I got them painted up. I've got another 6 that are sort of more lightly armed, which I might do as the second rank for this unit. And then I thought I would do a Charles I figure, because actually I didn't have one in my force. So this is a command stand using the Warlord's Charles I model, which is okay, nothing special, and a couple of other figures alongside it. This is his standard bearer that saved his life at is it Naseby or Edge Hill, I forget, but I had to put him on the base just because, why not? Probably a bit out of focus. You can see the Royal Standard on another officer that I sort of drilled out his hand and put that standard in. So yeah, the Charles I figure is not the best in the world, I have to say. It's a little dated. I think the mould must be a little old, but I've done him up wearing sort of black and gilded armour, just because I thought that was fun to do. And it'll be a useful base for the ECW Royalist forces. So next up, people may have seen the video already that I put up the other day, link above here, which takes you through my latest addiction to do the Boxer Rebellion, spurred by the fact that Wargames Atlantic have produced a really neat box of Boxer figures, and they kindly sent me a box for free, and I'd already ordered 2 extras, so there will be 3 boxes of them, and I've supplemented them. So about 12 of these figures here are plastic Wargames Atlantic. There's also some Victorious Metals and Britannia Metals, I think. They're the 3 manufacturers that I know that are doing 28mm Boxer troops, and really pleased with them. I think they mix in very nicely indeed. Considering there's 3 manufacturers here, I think you wouldn't really know it. Mixture of metals and plastics. I had to get a few standard bearers because the Victrix, sorry, not the Victrix, the Wargames Atlantic figures don't come with any kind of standards, which is slightly annoying. I mean, I could adapt some of them. They've got enough sort of pole-armed weapons. It'd be quite a simple job to turn them into standard men. But I thought it was easier just to pick up a couple of metal ones to put in amongst them. And I've got a few more to do up as well. Yeah, really pleased with these. I won't go into a huge amount of detail because if you're interested in the Boxer Rebellion, check out that video. But mixed bag of paint jobs really, just to try and get the colour and the flavour of the period, which is everything. And I love the variety. You've got everything from a trident guy to a guy with a halberd, to a guy with the double-handed sword, to somebody just with a regular sword and even a meat cleaver. Fantastic, really good fun. So next up, well, it's not a Boxer gun. This is from the Imperial Chinese Army, who got involved in the Boxer Rebellion to give the Boxers some much-needed steel in terms of gunpowder weapons. So these are metal figures. All of these are metal, actually. These guys are just an assortment of boxers with muskets. Now, in theory, the boxers didn't bother with any kind of muskets or rifles. They believed that they were on a sort of God-sent mission to throw the heathen Westerners and Christians out of their country, and didn't need bullets because, in fact, some of them thought they were immune to bullets. Didn't go so well for them. But I'm going to mix in a few rifle armed troops within my boxers, just probably as little skirmish groups of small numbers of villagers, because I find it very hard to believe that as the rebellion went on that some of the villagers and some of the boxers didn't pick up muskets or pick up rifles themselves that they captured or found or what have you, had in the loft. I don't know. So anyway, I'm going to mix a few in, maybe artistic license, but it's my games and I'll do it the way I want. So yeah, that's another load of the boxer troops finished. And next up, these are some more Wargames Atlantic plastic boxer figures. So I've done the front lot. All the ones in blue are the Kansu Braves, which was a particularly effective, actually, sect of the boxer rebellion. They did use rifles, which is one of the reasons why they were actually quite successful against the Western coalition forces. They're a Hindu sect, I believe, so I've done them as a separate group, and then at the back you've got the infamous Tiger warriors, another group within the boxer. In fact, I think these were more in the sort of broader Chinese army. Allegedly they were used to break up cavalry charges ahead of the main army, and you've got to add a few of those in just for colour. So there you go, another load of boxers. So as well as the boxers, you've got to have the opponents, haven't you? So I already showed the group of Russian infantry I did for the boxers. So these are American Marines. Again, victorious miniatures. I love the actual men and the officer and the NCO. Really, really impressive. The Colt machine gun, not so good. A little bit weedy looking men. It's almost like it's a completely different sculptor that's been involved in these, but the infantry or the Marines themselves are fantastic. Really nice models. Really enjoyed painting them up. Again, a little bit of contradiction in what they were wearing in the film 55 Days at Peking, and also some of the literature I've seen. They wore sort of a sort of tan or pale sand trouser colour. But in other books, including the Osprey one, they've got them wearing light blue trousers and dark blue tops, which is kind of what I went for in the end. And then obviously the sort of 10-gallon hat, I guess it is. So my aim is to do some Americans, obviously, some British, some Indians, some French and some Russians, at least to start with, as my opposition to the boxers. And yeah, really enjoyed so far painting them up. So there you go, that's the Americans. So here we go, finally this is a group of Riva villagers. Not sure where I picked up the pack. They're metal figures, but I just one afternoon thought I'd paint them up because they're kind of nice. And at some point my Flags of War Kickstarter Riva troops will arrive, and I thought I might as well get a head start on getting some of the scenery, if you like, done for it. So a couple of maids here, a couple of farm hands. This is some children. And I guess this is an old soldier who's grabbed his sword to defend the settlement. The good thing about this period is they can probably be used in ECW games, probably a little bit later still into some of the other games, because the the outfits didn't change terribly, although this lady with her ruffles might not fit. But anyway, nice little figures, good fun to do, and again it's nice to clear something out of the stash of opportunity. So there you go, that's what I've been up to. You can see the boxer addiction is growing stronger day by day as I read more about it and as I get excited about the figures I've already got. I need to now build the next box of Atlantics and finish off some of the British. I may have a couple of orders coming from me with some Indian troops ready to form part of the coalition forces, and particularly some Bengal Lancers, because again, from those old Sunday morning movies that used to be on, Bengal Lancers just sort of, I don't know, just got me very excited as a youth. So they got to be in my army. Anyway, I hope you're doing well. I hope you're staying safe, and I hope your modelling and your gaming is as enjoyable as it should be. I will see you again soon. This is Dom, signing out.